Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great weekend, safe weekend, and kick into a good Thanksgiving weekend. You're traveling out there, folks. Be safe. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Release the need to be right. When you believe something, you assume you're right. You may even destroy relationships in order to defend your position. Let go of the need to defend your position. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 207, NASDAQ up 62, S&P's up 24, gold contract up $17, trading at $1,017.31. Silver up 72 cents at $33.09. Platinum up $18 at $1,577 an ounce. Copper up 7 pennies at $3.52 a pound. Light sweet crude 86.67. Bonds down 24 ticks at 151.15. King dollar down 40 ticks at 80.91. Euro up 69 at 128.11, and the yen's trading at 81.38. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. I know what's going on in your excuse me, folks. In your world, S&P, cash S&P, what do we do? Up 25 bucks. You did 684 million shares. Now, this is what you have. This is a monster A to B, and now we're creating the B to C, folks. A point, 1474 on the S&P. B point, 1343. You're talking about big numbers. You're talking about a $1.25 A to B portion of an ABC structure on the way down. What we did Thursday and Friday, you got into the May swings on a weekly basis. You did them with lighter volume after one expansion all the way down. That's what you have. What do we do out here today? You do 684 million versus 984. Now, I expect a large bounce out of this, folks, big time too. You know, this bounce can get you up to 1433 in a heartbeat. That's still a long way away. You know, we'll see how we come up and we hit that baby. But it can get up there. It can actually get up to the 1435. We'll see how it hits the 1435 first. Now, that's a monster bounce. But I expect that's what you're going to have. Everything's just right in it. We go over to the Dow. Let's take a look at the Dow. This is what you have in the Dow. Dow is up 207 points. Same setup. You know, Dow comes straight down from 13,661, gets to a price point of 12,472. So what, 1,100 points. You can expect, you know, I expect this Dow's going to bounce up to close to 13,300. You know, so it still has a long way to go. What has happened, as soon as the bounce starts, we all dramatically have lighter volume. NASDAQ Composite, same setup in the Composite. Composite up 62 bucks today. After the Composite went straight down from 3,200 to 2,800. Monster move, 400 bucks down, right? Composite, 1.7 billion versus 2.2. I expect the same deal on the Composite, by the way. Okay, Composite, large bounce. This is going to be a large bounce. Now, why is it going to be a large bounce? Well, if we go to the SPY, I'm going to show you something on the SPY. The SPY, folks, we're at 139 right now. But if you put this on a weekly basis, what you're going to see is that first leg down is complete. You know, the SPY went from 148.11 the week of September 14th, and we went straight down to 134. Now, when we did that, this is what we did. You did on a weekly basis 830 million. Well, the 830 was going into 1.1 billion. So it's 300 million shot. But that's expected because, you know, we talked many times about energy in the marketplace. If you go up too fast, you go down too fast, and you're going into a large swing, it's going to lose its energy. And that's exactly what you have there. Now, what's the other side of the coin? Well, the other side of the coin goes like this. It's Monday and Thanksgiving week. This is a week, folks, that the markets love to run. In particular, what's going to be wild watching this shake out is that we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, off Thursday. Friday is just in the morning session, folks. It can be dynamic in a huge way. One of the largest days I've ever seen in the market, when we talk about smaller numbers, but percentage-wise, I think it was 1994, day after Thanksgiving. Okay, so I expect you're going to have a fast run. You're going to see dramatically lighter volume. The SPY, that we're at 139 right now, can get into 143 in a heartbeat. That's going to be the setup. That's the way it looks to me. Now, when you take a look at something like this, what else are you going to look at to correlate that, okay, this is the B to C of a large ABC structure on the way down. Well, let's go over to the bond market, because this is the correlations that take place. We take a look at the bond market, and guess what? What does the bond market do? It pulls back with dramatically lighter volume. The bond market is building cause for higher price. We did 206,000 contracts today. It will only pull back 23 ticks. This is going to be a sideways move in the bond market, building cause to get into higher price. That 206,000 contracts, folks, is coming into 410,000. The bond market wants to go after the 154.17, number one. I expect what you're going to see, though, is that the bond's going to be up there at 161. It's going to take a bit, but that's what you want to, that's what I expect you're going to see. Okay. Correlation. Now put the correlation inside the U.S. dollar also. Dollar index. Dollar index today, what does it do? Dollar index, we did 17,000 contracts. You backed off by 41 ticks. The 17,000 contracts is coming into 34,000 contracts. King dollar is also pulling back with lighter volume, and I expect, it's going to pull back more. But bottom line, the correlations, how you pull back, tells you everything. So picture it. We have the market going up, and I expect a huge bounce. Lighter volume, B to C and ABC structure on the way down. Bonds, dollar pulling back with what? Lighter volume. What is that all about? That's an ABC structure on the way back up. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's take a look at some of the high volume stocks in a low volume bounce, but wide price spread. Bottom line, wide price spread. Apple, you're going to love this, up 38 bucks. JP Morgan Chase up $1. You get Lowe's companies up $1.98. Now the Lowe's and Home Depot, folks, monster ABC up, both of them. Lowe's, you get a 9-point ABC up. Right now it's trading at $33.96. That price target is $40. Home Depot is a 13-point ABC structure on the way up. That's trading at, let's see where Home Depot is, HD. Both of these guys, too. I'll show you something with Home Depot. So Home Depot is at $63. That wants to go to 71. Now, Home Depot, if you want to see what a complex ABC structure is, that's what this is. What you had is this, is that Home Depot first was at $63.20 in October, pulls back slightly, tries to break through again on the 31st, gets to $63, expansion of volume, 13 million. 13 million was going into 9, still couldn't make it, and this is the kicker. This is where it gets really, makes it, does 21 million shares on the 13th of November, and then closes at 63.38. It closed 18 pennies over the high. Then it pulls back again. It's an ABC structure on the way up. That's just how these work, meaning that your correlation, the correlation is how you get over the highs, and then how you back off. And you can see what happened with Home Depot. It backed off with 8 million shares after getting into the swing point with 21 million shares. It's at 9 million shares today. This is a very large ABC structure on the way up. We take a look at the... now, this is going to be your other correlation, folks. The correlation I'm definitely going to use inside. Is this a market that wants to go to its highs, or is this a B to C of an ABC structure on the way up? We've talked a lot about Walmart. You're going to want to be all over Walmart to watch it. This is why. Walmart, what is that Walmart had broken out, and it had the juice, meaning it had volume, 99. Now, that number was $70.25. Now, what does Walmart do? Walmart comes back inside that, has volume coming off the highs after it had already, and there was divergence there. Bottom line, it's back inside that number. If Walmart can't make that number at the end of this month, and I suspect you're going to see the market going up, Walmart can't make that number, that's screaming, okay, that Walmart's going to come back down to the other side of $44, and you're at 69. And what that's all about, that's another confirmation between that, the bonds, and the U.S. dollar. It's Tom O'Brien, this is TFNN. We had the Dow finish up 207, NASDAQ up 62, S&P's up 26. We're going to be right back, folks.